any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hoosiers will put total leather and will get started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Hawkeyes offense will get the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single week. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Indiana's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about...
He's going for it all. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Indiana.
Man, oh man, I love the patience of this quarterback. Great job letting the play develop, buying a little bit of time. Receiver starts on the left side of the field. He comes all the way across to the right side for the big touchdown catch.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And the Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Now the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 30. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
They booted away on 4th down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught over the middle, it's Gill. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Looking for a gap. It's Moulton. There he goes. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the run. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
At the 44. Coming up, 4th down.
The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A quick pass to the left. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. To call what Indiana did last year a renaissance is an insult to all renaissances everywhere. It was complete resurrection. The losing program that got 11 wins and went to the playoff.
Coach Cignetti has just galvanized this entire program. And all of a sudden, after only 1 year, the expectations are different. Could it ever happen, David? Could this team get back to the playoff again?
It was one of the biggest stories in college football. Everybody kept talking about, does Indiana deserve to be there? And now another year further down the road, going to the transfer portal again, not having the new coach with the connection to JMU, this Indiana team can still be fun to watch and still prove a lot of people wrong.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Fires left. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now this Hoosier defense had a complete 180. They went from 101st in points allowed to 6th in just 1 year's time thanks to new scheme, new staff, new players. David, how rare is a turnaround like this?
It's extremely rare, but the system was good because the coach came with them, right? They brought a bunch of guys from JMU, and Kamara, having a guy that was top 5 in the Big Ten in sacks right away, that they played the run, they were physical, they played hard, they played beyond expectations. Looking forward to this season now.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Number 9 in formation to kick it away.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Mendoza. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Hoosiers are marching down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the counter. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hemby. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, and with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Hunt is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Hemby. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it. Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
The extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now they'll run it to the right here. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Moulton. Got room to work. Got enough for the first. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Moulton. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. And I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Gill. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Nice move there. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Gashing the D on the right. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Indiana.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Lining up to add
The
another.
kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running back searching for a hole. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Brings up second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man quickly.
That's a really nice route there by the slot receiver on the slant. He took his time, he set up the DB, put his foot in the ground, crossed his face.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Cooper. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Via the screen. Brought down at the 35-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go!
The pass on first down, caught by the receiver. Marked down at the 44. 2nd down coming up.
Second down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He'll keep it himself, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got his man on the right. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Gain of 3. Third down coming up.
The Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Oh, he's looking to throw. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Temby. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
It's caught. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Good enough.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job on the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive, down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll go to the ground. He's past the 30. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He takes it at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The run to the right. Got the first down and more. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover, and they'll come up and make tackles.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Hawkeye! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Finds his big tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking for room, it's Hemby. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
By the receiver.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Hemby. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the right side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeps it on the bootleg. With the catch, it's Moulton. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
The Hawkeyes are on the move. Looking for space. It's Moulton.
Ball carried by the running back. Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Gill. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Hawkeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's now 2nd.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Pushes for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Loses 3.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They want to throw it. They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
It's a draw. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And 1st down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback on the keeper. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It's a draw. Makes his man miss. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes.
Oh, and it's a hit like that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Finds a spot in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The option look. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll run play action. Going for 6. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Kick it away.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Patterson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Gill.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.